It's a party here on SportsCenter as we're joined now by our Canadiens reporter John Liu, as well as our Leafs reporter Mark Masters from Montreal. And let's kick things off with you, Mark. John Tavares, first time in Montreal as a member of the Maple Leafs, gets the overtime winner. Did you sense this game was a little different for him?
Absolutely, I did, Laura. And you heard it from him after the game, how much fun he had in this environment when he made that huge decision in the summer to come home, play for his hometown team. I'm sure he had nights like this in mind. He grew up, obviously, a huge Leafs fan. He knows how much this rivalry means. He's very much a student of the game, and the opportunity to come up big with that overtime goal. You could tell this was an extra meaningful night for him in his Leafs career.
Okay, John. Now it's up to you. Both games this season between the teams went to overtime. What was the difference, though, that cost Montreal in Saturday's game?
Well, plain and simple, Laura, it was power play tonight, and several of the players that we spoke to cited specific examples. The 4-on-3 in overtime and the double minor to John Tavares in the first period, both those opportunities yielded nothing. Claude Julien had reasons as to why they didn't go anyplace, but the fact of the matter is they cost them at crucial times. But having said that, of the 8 total man advantage situations in this game tonight between the Leafs and the Canadiens, Montreal did score a power play goal, so that gives them 4 in their last 19 opportunities, and that's in the last 6 games since Claude Julien shuffled the deck a little bit with their personnel, and so they are slowly climbing out of the deep dark hole that had them in 31st place in the league in terms of their power play. They've inched up to 30th, so they're not the worst anymore, but still it's a work in progress that cost them on this occasion from getting that second point.
Baby steps, baby steps. Okay, Leafs Habs now sitting second and third. We all know what that could mean. Did this one feel like there was more of a playoff atmosphere? I mean, considering it was quote unquote just a February game?
Yeah, we know, Laura, and so do the players. The Canadiens that we spoke to in the Montreal room said that this had a playoff atmosphere to it in terms of pace, intensity. The crowds were really into it as well. There was such an even split between the hometown Montreal fans, the Toronto fans that made the journey here, that after goals, just the volume of the celebrations, it was almost equal for the two teams. So the fan bases really could sense something there, that this is potentially a first-round matchup, and how much fun would that be if this was a preview for what we could experience about April 11th for Game 1 and possibly in Toronto, possibly in Montreal. There's not much difference between them in the standings right now.
Yeah, just a couple points. There's 2 more games left between these teams this regular season. Sign me up for 7 more. This was a lot of fun. Mike Babcock, who's coached quite a few games in this building, said he's never seen so many fans in the house for warm-ups, and he gave a shout-out to the fans, saying they were locked in from the start. Morgan Riley, even before this game, said, "This is a big game. There's nothing else to say," and usually players will downplay it, say this is just one of 82. Everyone knew from the start that this game was big.
All right, thanks to John and to Mark for joining us here from Montreal.